Hi there Pisces, thank you for joining me for your weekly forecast for week commencing the 7th of April. Late last week, Venus, the planet of love and of attraction, entered your sign, and it's going to be combining this week with Neptune, your co-ruler. But this is very important, this development, because Venus is exalted in Pisces. Therefore, she is particularly at ease, and this can help to give you a much greater natural allure. So, when it comes to your sense of self-confidence about your looks, don't be surprised if you give yourself quite an inspirational makeover, or you just start to feel better. You may also be subject of a lot more attention, which can be very flattering and help to lift your spirits too. Now, Venus in this area also combines later this week with Neptune. And Neptune is, as you know, a very, very shimmering influence. It gives you that ability to see things in very subtle ways that other people just frankly don't get. But at times, it also means that you find it hard to see the wood from the trees. And you need to be careful, therefore, that if some kind of new romantic assignation is starting to shape up, that you stay a little bit grounded about what the potential for this is. Fortunately, Mercury, although it left your or leaves your sign on the first day of this week and arrives in Aries, is going to help you to be a bit earthier in your approach. And in fact, if you have been working very hard in recent weeks on developments which are new, anything to do with creative strands, or a new start around your financial situation, you can start to reap the rewards, and that can be very satisfying. But there is a quarter moon at the start of this week, suggesting that you need to be cautious with your resources, because if you spoil anyone that you care for or love, or they try to bend you with a little bit of emotional blackmail, I don't mean in a horrible way, but Mum, can't I have this? That type of approach, then you really need to stand strong. If it's someone older, you need to remind them that you're not responsible for their financial situation and they need to sort it out for themselves. But this is not a good week to be speculative when it comes to finances, and yet you may have a huge urge to be so. And part of this can come from the fact that Mars is going to be in opposition with the Sun from Monday through to Thursday. And the desire, even if you know it's not necessarily the most logical or sensible thing to do something just suddenly to indulge yourself, your senses, with perhaps some retail therapy, can be enormously strong. Now, if you can afford it, why not? If you can't and you end up bending the plastic or taking out some kind of loan, you need to think about what would happen if your circumstances change further down the track. So do be mindful of that. However, this can also be an aspect between Mars and the Sun, which brings a much more intense dynamic to your love life. It could see you squabbling with a partner. It could see you and they re-engaging in a bit of a lusty romp. It just depends on your unique circumstances. But if you are single, you may find someone absolutely mesmerizing this week, but are you going to do anything about it? Only you could make that decision. And by the end of this week, Mercury does feed into the T-square that's been going on all this year, suggesting that I feel that when it comes to thinking about your talents and your skills and how you get a just reward for them, you can't necessarily demand that people give you exactly what you want. You have to negotiate, because sudden moves, erratic moves, may not be in your best interest. So just keep being diplomatic where possible. It's been a real pleasure being with you. Thank you for joining me. Good luck and goodbye for now.